This was made in one pot. One pot, that's it, on an induction burner. If I can do it, you can do it. Are you ready to get cooking? I'm ready to get cooking. I'm really hungry today. Sat down, thought, gosh, it snowed this morning. I wanted something that was going to be hearty, but delicious and tasty and creamy. Pasta clicked into my head. And that's what we're going to do today in one pot. One pot, that's all you need to make an amazing pasta dish. All right, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and turn on your pot, that one pot that we talked about that we're cooking in. That's it, one pot. Add some olive oil. Ooh, just enough to kind of coat the bottom, so it depends on the size of your skillet. I'm doing, I would say that's probably about a teaspoon and a half. We want to let that heat up a little bit before we add the ingredients. That is coming up to temperature wonderfully. We have got some white onion. I covered it with saran wrap because you ever smelled, it's so strong and pungent. And if you're in a tiny home, oh, this smell sticks with you. Let's go ahead and add that to our pot. As always, description below, full ingredients, full recipe, step by step. No fail. And, oh, you ready for this? Kielbasa. Now you can use any sausage of choice. You can do, I think this is just your standard Polish kielbasa. There it goes. Whoop, look, little guy didn't want to go. While that does its thing here for a few minutes, in a bowl, we are going to add our Cajun seasonings. Oh, you can cheat and just buy, I think they sell like pre-mixed Cajun seasonings at your store. Certainly do that. I have chosen to make my own. Little salt, little pepper. Do about, I would say about a teaspoon. Just like that. Not too much, but not too little. Cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, dried thyme, cayenne pepper, smoky paprika. Oh, you can do regular paprika, but it's not going to be the same, I promise you. Some dried oregano. Mix those all together. I know the bowl seems a little big, but you'll understand why in just a little bit. All we want to do is you just want to get the onions to a little bit of a translucent. They don't take long at all. Let's add some more things, shall we? Minced garlic. You can do garlic paste if you prefer. You can also just use garlic cloves. You're going to do about 3 garlic cloves and squish them in that squishy thingy that you have. You can do that as well. Remember that goodness we made right there? We're going to take just a little bit of that, put it in there. About half of it. Okay, we're just going to give that a quick stir and keep going. Canned tomatoes. You can use any brand you choose, but I prefer fire roasted. Definitely do the diced fire roasted tomatoes. Is going to add just another level of heat and spice to your dish. You do want the juices. Dump the whole thing in. Oh my goodness. Oh, it already smells so good. All right, now to this, we've also got chicken stock. You can use vegetable stock if you prefer. Don't use beef stock, vegetable or chicken. Add that right on in there. Whoo, howdy. And pasta. Now, I am using fettuccine this time around. As always, you can use your pasta of choice, but I wouldn't recommend like a penne or anything, any kind of long noodle. So whether it be fettuccine, spaghetti, linguine, something like that. If you choose to use angel hair pasta, you certainly can, but obviously we're going to add this to the pot. We're going to bring it to a boil. It's going to cook for 12 minutes. If you're using angel hair pasta, you're only going to want to let that go for about 4 minutes or 5 minutes. So, you know what? It's best just to use a more robust pasta. Remember, do not break your pasta. If you break your pasta, you're going to offend every Italian out there. I am the worst at measuring pasta as well for just my husband and I. So I am thinking, yep, you know what? Use your judgment. Put in as much pasta, as little pasta as you want. I think I've done a great job right there. We're going to throw that in there. And then as always, I second guess myself and add a little bit more. You know, that's how I am. Now you want to wait until we get this to a boil before we do anything else with it. So I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute. As that pasta softens, just kind of slowly work it in there. Remember, don't break it. while we're waiting for this to do its thing so we can get it in there, hit that subscribe button if you want to. I don't want to make you do it. It's totally free. It costs you absolutely nothing. What you'll get from me is pure love. Pure love that you hit that subscribe button for me. Really appreciate it. Oh, look at that. See, it's coming along nicely. The goal is once all these little guys get down in there, we're going to give it a good stir to get everything kind of incorporated together. Then we're going to cap it off. By cap it off, I mean we're going to stick a lid on it. Lid on top. Turn down. You don't want it to boil anymore. You want to get it to a boil. Cap it off. Now we're going to let it simmer for about 12 minutes. While that's going, remember that leftover seasoning that I put in that huge bowl and you guys were all like, wow, that's an awful big bowl. You're going to add your shrimp to it. Remember I told you this was a shrimp? I think I told you. Did I tell you what we're making? It's a shrimp and sausage pasta with Cajun seasonings. If I didn't tell you that, well, now this big bowl just seems kind of ridiculous. But that's what we're making. Shrimp. Detailed, deveined, deturted. In they go. And mix them up. Get them all nicely coated. Oh, I love Cajun food, don't you? You know, I've never made a jambalaya, but if I understand it right, this is pretty close to it. I think a jambalaya has rice. I think that's what it is. You know what? If you know what it is, hit me up in those comments down below and let me know if you know what, you did it. But yeah, it's with rice. I'll totally make jambalaya. I am all over that. There you go. Once you get them all coated, now we wait. Literally, now we wait 12 minutes for that pasta, and then we'll keep going. Every once in a while, give it a stir just to make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom of the pot and the pasta's not sticking together. But that's it. Not very often, just every once in a while. It has been 12 minutes. I just checked. Our pasta looks great. So let's move on. Whoa. Next, remember those beautiful shrimp that have been sitting there in that seasoning? Now the pasta still has about 2 minutes until it's going to be perfectly cooked, but that's why we want to add all this now because we're going to let it go for about 2 more minutes. In goes the shrimp. Oh. And our coconut cream, not coconut milk, coconut cream. That is going to add such a level of unctuousness. Unctuousness.
Not a word.
It is a word.
Not a word.
Unctuousness. Look it up. It's a word.
Not a word.
Oh. Now this is only going to take about 2 to 3 minutes. That's it, because the shrimp, you do not want overcooked shrimp. Oh, I hope your kitchen smells as good as mine. I really do. We are 2 minutes away from perfection. All right, and let's go ahead and put our lid back on. 2 minutes. That's it. We're done. We're done. Oh my Lanta. Look at that. Perfect. Hands down. Absolutely perfect. Yep. I don't know what else to say, but dish up. See? Look at that. Don't cut your pasta. Get some of that kielbasa in there. Get some of that shrimp. Oh, look at that. That shrimp is cooked perfect. Perfect. Little fresh chopped parsley because it's pretty. There you have it. One pot. Cajun shrimp, sausage, pasta, deliciousness. Right there. Oh, I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Take care. Until next time. Bye.